Hey guys, welcome back to M&M PT NAATI. This is Mohit. Now guys, in today's video, I am going to share with you all 5 of the most expected read aloud paragraph for your PTE exam. And I would be explaining them as to how do we read them perfectly. What exactly are the things that we need to keep in mind? And how do we exactly read a particular paragraph for us to get a perfect score, not only in speaking, but also at the same time getting a perfect score towards our reading as well. Now, this is one such topic which many students take for granted, thinking that it's just a paragraph that I have to read. But at the same time, they don't understand the seriousness of this topic. That yes, you are getting marks in speaking by only reading it out fluently, but it is extremely important for us to pronounce the words correctly. It is extremely important for us to stress on the words, have intonation when we speak out a certain sentence, reading it into phrases, what speed to follow. All these things have to be taken care of, and obviously accurately reading out the content so that we can also get a perfect mark towards our reading section. Because even though this is a speaking task, it is giving way more marks towards your reading section as compared to your speaking. So we absolutely need to get this perfectly done. Now, before I proceed, if you need online coaching and one-on-one feedback for your PTE exam or NAATI exams, PT Academic, PT Core, NAATI Hindi, NAATI Punjabi, NAATI Gujarati, any of these, you can simply send us a message on WhatsApp. The number is there in the description, or you can simply search for M&MMPT NAATI on Instagram or Facebook. Message us, the admin would be there, we would be there. We'll have a chat with you, we'll discuss over the phone, we'll make a plan on how we can help you to clear these exams in your very first attempt. Now, let's get started with this one. The very first paragraph that we have is this one. Now, what we have to do is we have to make sure that whatever important words are given to us in a paragraph, we are going to stress on those words. And that is the most important thing to get more marks towards your reading section. Now, what I do is when I get that preparation time of 30, 35 or 40 seconds, let's say considering the length of the paragraph, I am assuming I would be getting 35 or 40 seconds on this one. All I have to do is when I get to prepare a paragraph, I have to make sure I speak it out loudly. I have seen few people, few students, what they do is they speak out the paragraph in their mind, like they whisper. They do not read it out loudly, and that is absolutely wrong. Remember one thing, if a computer is giving you these many seconds to prepare a paragraph, there is a specific reason for that. Like there's no other topic in an exam where you get this much amount of time to prepare for one single paragraph. So even they want you to perform well in this task because they also know the importance of this topic. So we want to make sure when the preparation time starts, you actually speak out the paragraph. And second thing you do is when you finish speaking out the paragraph, make a note of those words which you fumbled on. Like whatever words you felt that you were not comfortable speaking it once, that is what you have to do in the remaining seconds of your preparation time. Start speaking those words or phrases out again and again. Keep doing that until the actual recording starts, because what that will do for you is when the recording starts, you will not make the same mistakes again, and because you have practiced enough during your preparation time. So what I'll do is when the preparation time starts, I'll speak it out like this. The internet has revolutionized, look at the word. The internet has revolutionized the way we communicate and access information. It allows people to connect globally, share ideas instantly, and gather data from an endless number of sources. As technology continues to evolve, the internet's influence on education, business, and entertainment will only grow stronger. So it's not an easy paragraph, especially the words like revolutionized. Such a big word, right? So revolutionized. Communicate, access, globally, instantly, endless number of sources, evolve, internet's influence, entertainment, education, business, grow stronger. And see, this is exactly what I do during my preparation time, that I speak out a paragraph and then I keep on repeating those words which I feel that I may fumble in, and I keep speaking them again and again until the recording starts. Because now when the recording starts, I will absolutely not fumble on them. And this is how I would be speaking out the paragraph in a perfect way. The internet has revolutionized the way we communicate and access information. It allows people to connect globally, share ideas instantly, and gather data from an endless number of sources. As technology continues to evolve, the internet's influence on education, business, and entertainment will only grow stronger. And that pretty much completes your paragraph. Now, see, what I did was wherever I found those important words, I actually took my voice slightly louder on those. Instead of just saying the internet has revolutionized the way we communicate. No, what did I do? The internet has revolutionized the way we communicate and access information. It allows people to connect globally, share ideas instantly, and gather data from an endless number of sources. From an endless number of sources, from an endless number of sources. So that's the difference. And this is what we call stressing and having intonation in your voice when you deliver your response. When you do these things, when you speak out a response, this is when you get that extra marks that you were aiming for in your reading section. Speaking is straightforward. You speak out the paragraph in a flow, you get your marks. Reading is all about doing that stressing, intonation, pronouncing all the words correctly, pronouncing these D or ED sounds or singular or plural sounds, past, present, all these sounds properly so that computer can understand every single word clearly and you have delivering the content accurately, and that is how you get a perfect score towards your reading section. Let's do the next one. Now, again, my preparation time starts. Now, see, you guys can also practice alongside me. You can simply pause the video at this stage, try to prepare the paragraph first, and then try to speak it out again. And once you are done speaking, then resume the video and see how am I preparing and how am I speaking out the response. Now, climate change is a major global concern, with rising temperatures causing sea levels to rise and weather patterns to shift. Governments around the world are being urged to take immediate action by reducing carbon emissions and investing in renewable energy sources. Renewable energy sources, renewable energy sources, carbon emissions, governments, temperatures, global concern, weather patterns, investing renewable energy sources. Now, recording starts. Climate change is the major global concern, with rising temperatures causing sea levels to rise and weather patterns to shift. Governments around the world are being urged to take immediate action by reducing carbon emissions and investing in renewable energy sources. And this is how I deliver a perfect response. And see, when it was a big sentence, starting from the word governments all the way up to sources, now they did not give me any sort of commas or hyphens or anything like that. So they did not give me any punctuations. But it does not mean you can't take any pauses, that you have to read the complete sentence in one breath. It doesn't work like that. You read your sentence in phrases, in chunks, is what they want you to do. So, governments around the world are being urged to take immediate action by reducing carbon emissions and investing in renewable energy sources. So, other options apart from your punctuations would be the connectors, words like and then these prepositions by, in, on, into, onto, off, for, to, by, at. All these words are prepositions, and you can take a slight pause just over there. So it's absolutely okay for you to read a big sentence divided into chunks like phrases and then speaking it out. Computer is absolutely happy with that, and with that you will never run out of breath and you will absolutely get your full scores. Next paragraph. So again, preparation time. Reading books regularly not only improves vocabulary and language skills, but also enhances imagination and emotional intelligence. Studies show that individuals who read frequently are better at understanding complex concepts and empathizing with others. Complex concepts, tongue twister. Who read frequently are better at understanding complex concepts and plural and empathizing with others. And very important for you to open up your mouth as wide as you can so that the words that are coming out of your mouth sound very clear. Clarity is the main thing over here. Now, let's start the recording. So, reading books regularly not only improves vocabulary and language skills, but also enhances imagination and emotional intelligence. Studies show that individuals who read frequently are better at understanding complex concepts and empathizing with others. And again, that completes your answer. Stressing, intonation, reading the big sentence into small phrases, pronouncing all the words right, maintaining a proper flow, and having those rhythms in your voice, you get a perfect score towards your speaking and also reading. Next one, paragraph number 4. So, preparation. Economic growth is often both are right. Economic or economic, again, both are right. So, completely your choice how you want to pronounce a word. Economic growth is often measured by the increase in a country's gross domestic product. However, experts argue that factors such as health, education, and environmental sustainability should also be considered when evaluating a nation's progress. Economic growth is often measured by the increase in a country's gross domestic product. However, environmental sustainability, evaluating a nation's progress. So I've prepared, recording starts. Economic growth is often measured by the increase in a country's gross domestic product. However, experts argue that factors such as health, education, and environmental sustainability should also be considered when evaluating a nation's progress. And again, that completes your response. Now, see, after the word however, there was a comma. So I took a slight pause before I moved further. So instead of saying, however, experts argue that, I said, however, experts argue that factors such as. And another thing, health, comma, education, and environmental sustainability. So I did not read it like experts argue that factors such as health, education, and environmental sustainability. No, what I did was experts argue that factors such as health, education, and environmental sustainability. So I took a slight pause after every comma. Like wherever that comma was, I took a slight pause because it's absolutely okay for you to do it because computer counts it as you are understanding the meaning of the paragraph. So absolutely works. And let's do the last paragraph. Again, like I said, pause the video, practice by yourself, prepare, and then try to speak out the response and then listen to how I am doing it. Artificial intelligence is rapidly transforming industries across the globe from healthcare to transportation. AI is being used to increase efficiency and improve outcomes. Despite its benefits, ethical concerns regarding privacy and job displacement must be addressed. So, whenever you find a word which is written in capital like AI, you're not going to read the word, like you're not going to pronounce it, you're simply going to read it as AI. So, whatever word they put it in uppercase, like the short form of a word, you simply read it out exactly like that. So, artificial intelligence is rapidly transforming industries across the globe. From healthcare to transportation, AI is being used to increase efficiency and improve outcomes. Despite its benefits, ethical concerns regarding privacy and job displacement must be addressed. Okay, so whichever important words were there, I took my voice slightly louder on those, and then I made sure I read the paragraph in a proper flow. Having that stressing, reading out the sentences in some phrases, wherever I see punctuations or connectors, I'm taking those pauses. And with that, I'm absolutely going to get a perfect score in my read aloud. Now, how do we help our students? We pretty much are connected with our students one on one. Like we do not create a group with 100, students in that, and then everybody is just practicing on their own. Every single student is personally connected with us on Telegram. So let's say your name is Ayush, for example, or Alex, any name. We create a personal Telegram group with your name. Let's say Alex PTE. Now, in that group, it's only going to be the student, me, and Mohit. Only three people, no other student is included in that personal Telegram group of that particular student. And that is the personal space for that student because that student can take feedback from us all 7 days a week. And that is literally one on one because there's no other student listening to you. Every student has their separate group and every student has got their personalized study plan, which they use, follow, practice, send their work on a daily basis, and get feedback every single day, all 365 days a year, literally. And this is where the magic happens. And this is why we're getting so many people, so many students getting their desired score, whatever they are aiming for, on every single day basis because they follow what they are asked to do, they follow our study plan, they practice, they take feedback, which is the most important. For example, for Read Aloud, all they have to do is they have to record when they speak their paragraphs. They send us their actual audios when they speak out the read alouds in their personal group. We listen to those every single day and we give them detailed feedback on how have they done in that. Like have they made any mistakes? What were their strengths? What were their weaknesses? What kind of mistakes did they do? Like were they messing up their fluency? Was there any issues in your pronunciation? Or did you not stress on the words where it was needed? Or did you read too quickly? Or was there a pitch issue? All these things we assess and give them that detailed feedback every single day, which they implement, they work on that, they improve whatever we ask them to, and they send the work again the next day, they take the feedback again. So they work with us until they are absolutely doing perfect job in that particular topic. And once we feel confident in that student that yes, they are ready to sit for their exam, is when we suggest them to go and sit for their exam, because we know after looking at that student's performance that they're absolutely going to get the desired score in the real exam. So that obviously helps them to save money, save time, energy, not getting into that stress, because they're not giving exam again and again without any guidance. They have got the support 7 days a week. So if you are also the one who wants to take this exam seriously and wants to get this done in the very first attempt, you can always contact us on either WhatsApp. The number is there in the description. Message us. We'll have a chat with you. We'll make a plan. We'll get these exams done in your very first attempt. Guys, all the best. If you have got exams coming soon, I wish you all the luck. Stay safe wherever you are, and I will see you all in the very next video.